I'm delighted to be here and appreciate the opportunity to speak about T. Rowe Price's journey in digital transformation and automation. A little bit about T. Rowe Price, headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland. T. Rowe Price is a publicly traded global investment management firm. It was founded in 1937 by Thomas Rowe Price Jr., and hence the name. With worldwide offices in over 16 countries, T. Rowe Price is currently managing over $1 trillion in assets for individuals, financial intermediaries, and institutions. Moving on to the next slide, a little bit about myself. I am a data and analytics professional with over 20 years of experience, cross-industry experience in enterprise strategy, architecture, information management, master data management, business intelligence, and analytics, so everything to do with data and analytics. At T. Rowe Price, I am currently leading the data architecture competency for global distribution and marketing services to drive a digital transformation, cloud transition, and data modernization efforts. And I'm a lifelong data enthusiast and a data advocate, live, breathe, love data, and strongly believe in the power of data to transform. A little bit about the business drivers and why we have been looking for enterprise automation. It is this journey of ours. So T. Rowe Price has been in the digital transformation and cloud journey for the last 4 years or so. So as part of this journey within the within the global distribution and marketing services, one of the business goals, and I would say, one of the many goals and objectives has been to provide an omnichannel experience for customers, personalize and activate the next best interaction or the next best action or the next best service in real time that truly delights our customers. And so how do we really achieve that? Well, in order to enable real-time personalization and activation, first and foremost, you need to know your customer well, their likes, dislikes, their journey and experience traversing through your digital channels, all their touch points, their interactions with you, all their transactions. So pretty much what we are talking about is a unified 360-degree view of your customer. And building this customer 360 view in turn means you need all the data about your customer, which is living in a plethora of applications that are on-prem, on cloud, on your SaaS platforms. You have data coming in from external sources. And not just that, it's coming in umpteen formats. So how do you harmonize and link the data to make it actionable in real time? And I think either Craig or one of the speakers mentioned today that the average number of applications in an organization today is more than 120. And when you think about integrating data from 120 applications, let's not go there. Let's say just even 10 or 20 applications in an automated and real-time, cost-efficient manner. It is easier said than done. So when we were challenged to bring the business processes and data together, our first call of action was to leverage what we have. We used cloud-native solutions, custom coding. We used try to stretch the functionalities of our existing integration platform. And what we realized was that while these solutions worked, they worked, but the overall process was not scalable. The level of integration was high, and the time to value realization was not as optimal as we would like it to be. And hence the need for the easy button. So is there a more intuitive, performant, automated way of harmonizing that data between all, our on-cloud, on-prem, SaaS platforms to really accelerate our digital journey? So that's the backdrop. So what were some of our key considerations for platform selection? I think some of these points, I did touch on these. One was to accelerate our digital transformation, right? Help us build innovative, reusable solutions and components that are based on repeatable patterns. We build once and reuse it for multiple data feeds or multiple processes. And that would help us enable, continuous delivery and speed to value realization. Like I said earlier, we are currently in the middle of our cloud transition journey, and with a hybrid architecture, partly on-prem, partly on cloud, legacy systems, it was critical for us to have, seamless and rather painless integration between all these systems. And then the need to have a modern integration platform, right? Software as a solution that is highly scalable, flexible, available, and more importantly, it complements our cloud-based architecture. And then, highly secure and flexible. I think that is a general need across all industries for high security, right? So I think on top of these, the most important factor was the ease of use, the no-code, low-code option for people with varying degree of skill sets. So those were the key criteria we were looking for in an integration and automation platform. The next slide kind of delves a little more deeper into why we chose SnapLogic, right? So we looked at a diverse set of tools and platforms. We completed multiple proof of concepts, and at the end of it, kind of zeroed in on SnapLogic for a variety of reasons. So I think it answered most of our critical questions and needs in terms of, technical and business functionalities. The where, when, what, how to incorporate our data into the customer 360 we were building. And as to where we can get the data from. So with over 500 pre-built connectors and API support, the ability to seamlessly integrate between our and automate business processes between our on-prem, cloud, and SaaS solution was extremely convenient. So that was one of the biggest drivers. And then the support for multi-format and schema on read, very critical. With the proliferation of data sources and data formats, the ability of the platform to ingest data in its native format. And I believe this is what Gaurav in the opening remarks was talking about, handling ETL and ELT, right? So we get data in our native formats, whether it is CSV, VSAL files, XML, JSON, Arrow, you name it. The ability to process that data, even if the schema or the data structure has changed in the source system. So I believe that this is a must-have requirement of any modern data integration and automation platform. And if you think of it, how many times have we encountered failed data jobs, right? Just because the source system changed the schema structure on us. So if the real-time data is the need and demand of the day for business process automation, then we cannot afford to have any downtime with our data. And then the when of the data. When can we get the data? So with SnapLogic, the support for batch, micro-batch, real-time streaming of data, that was our answer with regards to the cadence or the pace at which we are able to get to data. And to top it off, most importantly, what is it going to cost to incorporate all this data? Productivity and speed of development is critical, right? So like I said earlier, the ease of use, the low code, no code development really made it easier for people with varying skill sets to adopt the tool quickly and increase productivity and speed to market. We don't need an army of developers to bring about automation. We can do more with the same set of resources. This is a kind of a glimpse of our before and after architecture. Just an illustrative architecture does not depict the entire architecture or the tools and technologies we have in place. But if you look at the diagram, so on the left-hand side of the diagram, we have our internal and external sources, data sources coming in different formats. At the top, we have our cloud-based SaaS solutions, our CRM system, our marketing system, workforce management system, our cloud infrastructure with all the accompanying services. And if you look on the right-hand side, we have our analytical data platform, Snowflake as our cloud data warehouse, cloud-based data lake, and then data science workbench with all the associated, modern tools and technologies. And if you focus right in the center of the diagram, you'll see the services we were using for data integration and process automation. We had AWS Lambdas, we had Informatica IICS, we were using Glue, Snowflake, Snowpipe, to name a few, plus custom coding. So while the integrations worked, but the overhead of maintaining and supporting multiple tools, platforms, and the need of varying skill sets to work with these technologies and the time it took to deliver business outcomes really could not be overlooked. We were not moving at the pace we would like to be at. So this depicts our the after architecture. Again, focusing on the central part. So we are in the process of replacing all the services we had in that central box. So we have a single centralized streamlined platform that meets our end-to-end integration and automation needs. So in a fast, productive, reliable way. A little bit about where we are right now. So we have we started our SnapLogic journey just about a year ago, and we did with our usual checklist to the proof of concept, infrastructure setup, security hardening, et cetera. We had our first production implementation in April of 2020. And fast forward 8 months, we have over 17 applications currently in progress, in flight in various phases of either development or production cycle for 4 different business units and channels that are using SnapLogic. We have a growing community of 150 plus users, and so far we have built about 35,000 plus pipeline executions and processed about 1.2 billion documents and in year one, and I would say just in the last 8 months. And more importantly for us, the implementation of batch and real-time integrations between our CRM and marketing platform, which was critical for us, from some of our key digital transformation goals perspective. So the processes in our system, in our CRM system, can trigger and activate business processes in our marketing platform. So this has helped us achieve that. And then, of course, hydration of our data lake with all different internal and external data sources to augment and expand our customer 360.